So when I was about 6 years old or so, my dad had me wrestling on the wrestling team, and me, never being much of a fighter, would always get terrified and very nervous when I was about to have a match. This is usually how I react to every difficult situation I face in life where I'm put in a position where I have to fight for something. Mentally or physically, I'm a very non-confrontational person. So anyway, I specifically remember this one time at a tournament. I absolutely did not want to fight this kid they had me up against. He was waiting in the ring for me and they had called my name over the loudspeaker. I immediately got afraid and ran away. I did not think that I could win and I thought that I was going to get beat up really bad. My dad had followed me to my hiding place and had a long talk with me about having to face my fears. The whole auditorium was waiting for me to come out of that hiding place. And now, looking back, I realize that it is moments such as these that either make or break a person. It is moments like these that define your life. Your true character will shine when faced with these types of decisions. So what did I do? I slowly and reluctantly made my way back up to that ring and faced this kid toe to toe. I was shaking and I was crying the whole time I was standing up there looking at him. The referee looked at my dad like, "Are you sure you want this kid to fight?" And my dad just told him to go. And as soon as the referee yelled, "Fight!" I exploded all over this kid. I was tossing him around like a rag doll and beat him in less than a minute. I then shook his hand afterwards as I was still shaking and crying from fear. This kid must have thought I was nuts. I didn't realize it back then, but this was a precursor of what was to come later in my life. So let's fast forward to age 20. I suddenly remembered that one day of wrestling when I was at the doctor's office and they told me I had paranoid schizophrenia. Most doctors did not think that I was going to make it back to sanity because the majority of patients that were as sick as I was did not get better and pretty much spent the rest of their days in mental institutions on assisted living. It was at that moment that I realized how long of a road I had ahead of me to get better, not really knowing if it was ever going to be possible. This moment was going to either make or break me. It was going to define my life. Well, I'm here to talk about it now. I faced my fear crying and shaking the whole entire way, but facing my fears has made me a much stronger and wiser person. And now I'm here to tell you my story. Time to face this world.